ALLATRA News, the world that you change.
On July 24th, 2021, on the platform of ALLATRA International Public Movement, an international online conference, Global Crisis, This Already Affects Everyone, was held. Scientists, heads of large corporations and public organizations, opinion leaders, experts of various fields openly voiced the truth about what is happening in the world now. The information I saw there is shocking. Having realized the immediate impending threats to humanity, people can no longer remain silent. We receive video feedback from people from different countries of the world.
Living in Europe, you can see the landscapes behind me, observe that the sun is shining, the grass is green, people go to work. In general, everything is as usual. And it seems that climate anomalies, the crisis, is out there. It is somewhere far away, but it will not come to us. It's all right, friends. We monitor environment, regulate CO2 emissions, we pay all sorts of taxes when buying cars, factories pay their taxes too. We got everything covered here. But as the facts of yesterday's conference showed, we have nothing covered, friends. I mean, such a technologically advanced, civilized country as Germany just could not endure the rain that caused the floods. It did not last for 10 days, you know. No, it all happened very quickly. It all happened so quickly that the emergency services did not have enough time to react. We are not ready for such changes. The situation happened in one of the most developed countries in our world. And what if it starts happening massively, all over, in all countries? Somewhere it explodes, somewhere it floods, somewhere it dries up, and that's it. And we are in a complete collapse. So, now it's the time to open our eyes and stop ignoring this situation that affects everyone. Now, yesterday's conference opened our eyes to this with facts, concise facts. A big, huge thanks to all the scientists and volunteers who took part in the preparation, in voicing this truth. And you know, these facts, these reasons and arguments that have been given, they simply remove all further questions related to the fact that climate change is our anthropogenic factor, that we have done so much damage to ourselves over the past 30 years. The statement becomes just ridiculous. The conference was translated into 72 languages of the world. Here are people who support, here are scientists who speak and speak loudly, scientists from different countries, from New Zealand, from Russia, from the United States, from many countries. They do voice this truth. They voice it openly, and I'm very happy about this. I believe that we can unite. I believe that we can figure out how to resist the impending catastrophe.
I want to share my impressions and understandings after watching the conference Global Crisis. This already affects everyone. That took place on July 24th, 2021. The current civilization that we're having today is really experiencing global crisis. The climate, financial, environmental crisis that we're having today, and that unfortunately will get worse and worse. The conference was only showing facts and nothing extra. And unfortunately, these facts were very sad facts that were very alarming, and if we watch them thoroughly, we will understand that today only global unification, the foundation of Creative Society Foundation, will help us as global humanity to survive the upcoming events, the climate crisis, the climate disasters that are getting worse and worse day by day. Please watch the conference because first of all, it concerns you. It concerns your kids, your family, your friends. And if you want them live tomorrow and have a life, just watch the conference, spread the information about it and about the idea Creative Society, about the project Creative Society, because that's the only way we can survive.
Now I'm listening to the conference. Global crisis. This already affects everyone. While watching it, I realized that this information really concerns every person on Earth. But why does the whole world still not know about this? About the threats that we face? After all, many are silent. Most of us are silent. But together, we can change this. Much of what was voiced was shocking. You don't even know what to say, how to react, because this information shows the absurdity of the consumer format of society. However, we can change this. We can alert the whole world about it. And many thanks to all the scientists and experts who have preserved their humanness, who are not silent about what the whole world should know. Thanks.
I would like to share a piece of the understanding that was brought to all humankind thanks to this conference. We know that the climate problem has been affecting the whole world for several years. Since 2012, we have witnessed several events at the international level that have shaken the planet. Humanity has clear answers and a way out of this situation. Climate change is something that we have no ability to change. It is something that is already happening and will continue to unfold. It will not stop. But we, as humanity, can resist it. Today, it is the creative society that is the response to the situation happening all over the world. I suggest and ask you, in a way, to review what this is all about building the creative society.
АЛЛАТРА News. The world that you change.
Certainly, I was amazed by what is happening in the technological realm of our world right now. How much robotization and automation has covered almost all spheres of our life. Where will a person go in our consumer society? What will happen to all of us, to our children, in the conditions of complete automation and robotization? Unfortunately, people will simply be left without means of livelihood. And how will all our basic instincts work in this consumerist format? Unfortunately, as we can already see by now, this is going to be chaos. But there is a way out, friends. The way out is in the creative society. The solution is to construct a format in which robots will still be needed, but they will really be of service and make people's lives easier. Having united, we can create such conditions to withstand these global climate changes. First of all, the speakers urge us to face this truth and realize that, guys, we can't go on like this. We have to unite and change. We have a crisis of humanness, guys, and that problem is global. Humanity can simply cease to exist. What are we like inside? Why are we living like this right now? Why do we react like this? Why do so many people just hide their heads in the sand and don't want to face the truth? Is it really easier, guys? Is it really easier to die this way? Realistically, look into the eyes of your children if you have children. For the second day, I can't even look calmly into my daughter's eyes when she asks me, "Mom, how are you doing?" I realize that yes, things are really not going well, but we can do something. We can change this world. And the most important thing, friends, is that we have to change our slave worldview and admit that yes, we're simply in the clutches of this consumer slavery right now. Look at it honestly and start taking the shackles off, becoming free. Start talking. Talk about the situation. Talk about the truth. To bring it to everyone we know and to strangers. Just to all people, so that people understand that only with unity and solidarity we can survive this. I'm sure, friends, that if we move this wheel now, everything will be okay. It will be difficult, but in the end, everything will be fine.
Hello, dear friends. The conference that just happened was, there's not even a word in my English dictionary that I could express it with. But the closest one would be probably tremendous, awesome, gorgeous. It amazed me by how much information we, volunteers of International Public Movement Alatra, could gather in just 2 months. Also, I really like the videos which represented and were showing the current phase of development of artificial intelligence and what all it can do. It is really so that a lot of information is not being shown to us, and thanks to that, we are just like a blind sheep, standing very close to the brink. And one information said by Igor Mikhailovich got stuck in my memory, and it was regarding the red planet, planet Mars. There used to be life there, but now there's nothing. And you know why? Because someone is talking, someone is ringing bells. Hey guys, we have to do something, and we have to do something immediately, otherwise it's just gonna be too late. But someone is not listening. Someone is too lazy, too prideful to just pick up the phone and call his neighbor to inform him about the current situation. And thanks to those people, we might lose our future. Your future as well, my friend. Yours and yours family. And the future of your friends too. So let's be those who inform. Let's be heroes, not those who kill, but those who offer opportunity to live. And isn't it so? The conference gave a great impetus to act, and more people will watch it. The more we will get closer to our common goal, building the creative society as the only way out of the current situation. Because all people are good, they strive to live happy lives. Nobody truly wants wars or conflicts. But we cannot build this world without you, my friends. We need every single human to join this creative process, this transformation from self-centered, egoistic world to the blossoming garden. But we understand that the only sacred thing here is the life of each human living on the planet. And why we need each of you? Because we have global problems. And in order to fix global issues, you need global unification.
Great gratitude to all speakers who spoke at this conference. My warmest thanks to their sincerity, honesty, and openness, for providing truly reliable information about what is happening on our planet with climate. I sincerely thank the scientist Alexei Lyubushin. For me, he's an expert and a person of great heart. He has been talking about all this for a very long time. He warned about an earthquake that was going to happen in Japan, more precisely, which already happened in Japan in 2011. And he warned about it 3 years before the disaster. But no one disseminated this important and serious information among the ordinary residents of Japan. And that's why so many people died. Today he draws attention to this dangerous approaching cataclysm again. And it is important that this information reaching all people so that they can be evacuated in time. Thanks to this conference and the information provided by IT experts, I have become increasingly aware of how essential it is for us to change the format of society from consumeristic to creative. It was openly discussed how artificial intelligence could benefit our lives if we change the format of society.
Our situation is very serious. We are on the verge of a disaster. At this conference, a lot was said about the truth that is generally hidden from us, about our climate situation and what we may expect in the future. Now it's time for us to unite, and that will help us solve our problems. We can survive. That was very well said at the conference. Guys, let's make a choice.
Robotization of the workplaces, environmental and climate issues were brought up at the conference. I want to focus on environmental issues. Very detailed facts are given about the deplorable condition in which the Earth, our planet, is now. The lungs of the Earth, the oceans are polluted to such an extent that they can no longer function properly and produce oxygen. The Amazon forests are already emitting carbon dioxide instead of oxygen. This is nonsense. Also, swamps are dried up to build megapolises or some other objects there. And swamps are the filters of the earth. The most interesting thing is that in the next 10-15 years, we may be left without air. And in fact, we are in danger of death. Now the earth is groaning. People, let's remember that we are humans. And start acting. Let's tell all 8 billion people about this conference.
Indeed, there are global cataclysms going all over the world right now. What is going on is really outrageous. And those media, which people believe in, close their eyes and tell them that all is fine. They are silent about it, so not to raise panic. There are climate refugees, millions of people who have neither home nor food now. They just walk around the world looking for any means of survival. Now, Probably everyone thinks that this is happening somewhere far away and it will not affect them. But in fact, no one can say that for sure, that today or tomorrow we will not be in the same place. The conference was incredible. Thank you so much. It only remains to take responsibility for ourselves and not shift it to someone else, not to expect that this conference has given a great impetus and now we can relax. No, on the contrary, referring to the facts that the guys provided, we have to take them and spread even further.
АЛЛАТРА News. The world that you change.